Wow. I am so thrilled to be here. Lane, we are curing cancer. How amazing is that? Congratulations, everyone. And I'm here to tell you something that you've just found out already. If you're open to it, these awards will completely blow your mind. Who's ready for that? The morning after I won this award last year, I was, of course, working in agriculture on the 6:30 flight to Tasmania to speak at a farmers' conference. I had not slept. My head was still buzzing from all the excitement and the shock from the night before. And after settling into my seat, I got out my notebook and a pen and I started just writing everything about the rush of emotions that was running through my head. And the words that spilled onto my page were, I'm so honoured, I'm thrilled, I feel special, and I'm totally shell-shocked. The word unworthy came, but it was an unworthy thought. But the overwhelming feeling was a sense of obligation. And it surprised me, but my real feeling was that I needed to reach out, to connect and to support others, to use this and make it meaningful. So in that moment, I made a commitment to myself that I would do 4 things. I would connect with every single person I engaged with at this dinner. I would help other women, especially young women, to feel supported and encouraged. I would always accept the opportunity to tell my story and never talk myself down again. And I would find a way to share this award with the amazing women, my colleagues in the Australian dairy industry. So how did I do, you ask? Well, I reached out to the over 50 people that I had business cards from tonight. And any good businesswoman will tell you that is networking on steroids. It took months, but it led to some incredible business opportunities and some really special friendships, looking at a lot of the ladies now. I've spoken at high schools, universities, community and industry events, reaching over 4,000 people. This is someone who'd never told her story before that. And I was so inspired by the people I met along the way that I grew so much because of them. And in May, I led the Australian dairy industry to come together and shine a spotlight on its legendary women. The inspiring Carolyn Cresswell was our keynote speaker, and we pulled together a panel of extraordinary dairy women to share their stories and insights. But in truth, the most powerful words that day were not spoken by a woman at all. As the event drew to a close, a male dairy farmer stood up and he called the room to attention. And he said, "I'm sorry, but I've got to get this off my chest now." And he said, "Today has been mind-blowing, and you need to know that. I knew women did amazing work. I see you, I work with you. But I'm ashamed to say I never stopped to think about what it meant, about what skills you brought to our industry and how you make us better. We would not have an industry without you. You're our backbone, but you ought to be front and centre." Wow, it was a truly powerful moment, and it was like a whole lot of light bulbs went off in that room all at once. You could see the shock and even delight on women's faces as they looked at each other and absorbed this spontaneous moment. Because for the first time, they were being celebrated en masse as women in agriculture for their contribution to our industry. There was a sense of opportunity and a sense of camaraderie, especially around the young women in the room. And because they were actually in the presence at once on purpose with a whole lot of female CEOs, general managers and farm leaders, all women standing up to be counted. And apparently these women, well, I know they have because they've invited me to join them, have now independently come together and they've created the legendary Women's Network. So that will live on far beyond me. How special is that? And experiences like that moment have defined the last year for me. And it goes to show that life can surprise you, and sometimes in the best of ways. During the year, there was a lot of obstacles and mistakes as well. Plenty of opportunities for self-doubt. Unfortunately, we women tend to take the prize in that sometimes. And at times, I personally found that the only way to move forward was to tackle one opportunity, one obstacle at a time, and to really hold on to my personal belief that the distance between where you are now and where you want to be is closer than you think. Something that's always been true for me, and it's always given me the strength to go on when I thought I may not be able to, and the courage to be brave when I need to rise higher to an occasion. My journey has taken me from the Australian Defence Force in and out of uniform to foreign affairs, treaty negotiations, the United Nations, and now to agriculture, where it is my privilege to work with the quiet, humble achievers of Australia's $13 billion dairy industry. When I stood here last year, it was because I'd done a transformational turnaround of my company, a company that was failing, and we were able to energise it, give it a new structure, and triple our income. But what I'm proud to say over the last 12 months we've been able to achieve is so many things that are positive for dairy. One of the things I'm proudest of is we've been independently certified as a sustainable agricultural industry. And we also have an industry vision to deliver further sustainable growth. So we will be cutting carbon emissions, we will be reducing water use further to what we've achieved today. I'd like to congratulate all finalists this evening. You are all winners. And I look forward to hearing more stories from all of the brilliant women in this room. My challenge to all of you tonight is to put yourself front and centre, like the wise dairy farmer suggested. You don't have to win an award to do this. You could, just do it. Thank you.